Yeah, Chinchy, back at it, brother. How you
Yes.
doing, man? Happy Friday to you.
Happy Friday. This is my favorite show to do because I know it's the weekend. I said that last week, but it's very exciting to get into the weekend with you, with my boy. How's the show?
Yes.
Where's the brace?
Dude, it's right here on the ground.
Uh,
I'm just kind of grinding through this show, see if I can make it. You know what I mean? Right here it is.
Look at that thing.
Things like, but it is nice. That cushion right there helps my shoulder big time. You know what I mean? Like
I'm
it's
sure.
dude, shoulder surgery, like it's like one of those things. You're like, should I do it? Should I not do it? I did it 20 years ago when I was playing. It definitely hurt my career. Like it zapped a lot of like power. It just zapped a lot of my back arm. But when you're 47, you're like, you know what? Just I don't have to play big league baseball. Maybe I'll just grind through it. But
Yeah.
But I knew I did the right thing. But it's like the first 4 days, bro. The pain is like not that good.
I can't imagine.
And then the sleeping, man. It's my 9th day out, 10th day out, and I'm still in a recliner.
Oh,
It's just a grind. It's just a grind. Listen, a buddy of mine said this. My buddy Jeremy Caceres said this the other day. He goes, "Hey, man, it's a gift to your future self." And I was like, I love trying to tell yourself the story you want to tell yourself. And you're right.
It's
At
true.
the end of the day, like it's a gift to my future self. In 6 months from now, I'll have a new shoulder, which
exactly.
I'm going to do a lot of stuff.
It's really more like, seriously, like when you're in your 60s and 70s, you want to be able to pick up and throw a ball and play with your grandkids. That's what you did for now.
Exactly.
That's why you did it. You just got to grind through the pain for the 2 weeks, I guess.
Exactly.
Do you feel it bad in the weather? Does the weather, if it's raining and stuff?
Well, it's so cold here, dude. It's like 1 degree in Pittsburgh. Is it freezing there in Long Island?
It is freezing here. Not 1 degree, but it's like 15 degrees. And it's supposed to snow bad this weekend here.
Yeah, I know you guys are getting crushed. I think we're getting some snow and some bad weather. Dude, how about this though, bro? I just thought of this. So, I got that 3-legged dog, Macy, just the greatest dog ever. Well, Noah was home the other day and she's like, basically saying, if you don't take me out, I'm going to take a dump in the house. I'm like, oh shit, I got to do something. I got to make a move.
Right.
But I had the sling on, right? And like,
oh no. Okay.
And like, I really can't I couldn't get in and out of a shirt by myself, and the jacket doesn't stay on, right? So what do? I go MacGyver on it. I'm like, all right, I have my slippers on. I don't change I can't put the shoes on, socks. So I keep my slippers on. I go out in the snow. I grab a robe, one of my robes. I put the robe over, like I look at Ric Flair. I got my robe on. I'm walking the dog, and you got to pick up the poop with the other hand. So like, at the one moment, I'm like, okay, I just got to stick my hand through the leash. And it's just a nightmare. But anyway, we go up and she does her thing, and I'm walking the dog. But it looks like I got a gun, and dude, I got the robe around me. So this poor lady's outside salting her driveway. And she looks at me. She looks at me, and I look at her. I'm like, "How you doing, ma'am?" She looked at me like, "I'm gonna call the cops." You know what I mean? Like this guy's shady. So listen to this, bro. I'm not kidding you.
Yeah.
I get around the block. A cop pulls up.
Oh my God. To you?
Like,
did she call the cops on you?
I think she might. The way she was looking at me was like the cop calling look. You know what I mean? Like, so I get around the block. About 10 minutes later, this cop pulls really slow by me.
Oh my God!
And I'm like, oh my God! She must have thought I had. Yeah, she must have thought I had an Uzi under there or something. It was really a sling.
Oh my God! Wait, did the people in your town? Because you have had some real traumatic experiences happening in the front of your house. You've told about on this show before. Do your neighbors know who you are, or they just think you're the crazy neighbor?
Oh, no. Well, they probably think I'm the crazy neighbor, but yeah.
But they don't know it's Sean Casey.
They do know. Yeah, I mean, I'm not as popular as I once was. I don't think.
That's amazing, dude. It's funny you say that.
Nobody really gives a shit,
You say this story. I was going to show you this. Jess sent me this TikTok. It's kind of what you're talking about trying to get out of the house with the sling. But look at this guy. This was on TikTok earlier today. This is a guy. He's got to pee really bad, but his key card isn't working. It's not working to get into his motel. He can't.
Oh my God, dude! I've been there. Oh my God, I've been there before, bro.
He's so pissed. That's terrible, dude. Look, he can't even move his legs. If you're listening, you gotta go to the YouTube page and check this out. You've been there?
Oh my God, dude! I have been there, dude. That's the worst. That's the worst. And then you're guaranteed to have a little pee in your pants right there. You're like,
Just a little drip.
Then it's just. Then you go out. I've done it before. You run outside the hotel right into a bush, and you just don't care. You're like, if I get arrested, I'm not peeing my pants.
Yeah, you got it. Nature's calling. Oh my God. The other thing is like, oh man, in the hotels, how many times? Oh my God, in your professional career, how many times have you busted your key card or lost your key card?
Dude, one of the worst times I've ever had with my key card in '97. You come up with Jim Thome and Manny Ramirez and Vizquel and Oral Hershiser, Matt Williams. All these Indians are the team, right? Well, we come out of Kansas City and they dress, in our lockers. I don't think they do this anymore, but which I thought, if they don't, it's kind of a bummer. But in our lockers, Richie Sexton and our locker next to each other, we have like I have a black dress. Richie Sexton, who looks like Big Bird, he's like 6'7". He's got this red dress, and they're like, all right, you got to wear that, guys.
Like the hazing road trip thing?
Yeah. So the worst part of it though was this. This is the part you don't think about wearing the dress. So I got hair coming out everywhere. I'm freaking, I look like Chewbacca in a dress, and I'm like, and Sexton's there. So we get our keys, and the lobby, bro, in Kansas City is packed because the Indians, they sell out everywhere they go at that time, right? So it's packed. And I'm like, oh my God, I just want to get out of here. I'm like a rookie, and my first road trip just got called off. It's so embarrassed, right? So Richie and I get our keys, boom. Everyone in the lobby's like, can we get a picture? Oh, it's so funny, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I just want to get to my room. Just get to my room. So fine, get out of there, Bruce, scramble out, boom, get to the elevator, go up to the stairs. Richie and I get out, go to my room. Key card doesn't work.
Oh, no.
So I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, Richie, please, can you come back down to the front desk with me, dude? Like, I don't want to go back down in this dress, this tight black dress with my hair all over the place. Got to go wait in line now to get a key. So Richie Sexton, like the great teammate he is, like, all right, I'll go with you, Case. So we go back down. I had to go back in the line in this black dress because my key card didn't work.
That is fantastic. Oh my God, that's so good. When I get to the front of a hotel lobby, I'm like, give me all the keys I can have because I'm going to lose at least 2 every 3 days I stay at. You need at least 3 cards.
I always say, they go, how many do you want? I go 3. And then I go, is someone staying with you? I go, no, it's just me. I don't trust myself. I got to put 1 in the rental car, 1 in my pocket, and then 1 in the room.
And you always wind up leaving one in your pocket at whatever, at the ballpark or whatever.
It's the worst, dude. It's the worst. And how about when you get there, you're like, some of the rooms, you're like, you put it in, it comes out red. You put it in again, it comes out red again. You're like, shit. Like, let me go a little slower, and then faster, and then you finally get it. But you could be there 7 pumps trying to get it right.
Oh, wait, here. While we're on this subject, this is really taking on some form here. So my brother, he just he's here in New York from LA because he's opening that restaurant, which we're all psyched about. So the day he was moving in, this was a couple weeks ago, he was all excited, but he was like nervous. He was just trying to get himself situated. He's got his little dog, Brando, with him, and hasn't lived in Manhattan in 28 years or something like that. So we get there and we hired these 2 kids. First of all, greatest service ever. They just come and they do whatever you want, as long as you just pay them by the hour. So these guys helped us move stuff. 5th floor, walk up, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my
brothers
God!
are pretty good.
What do they get paid? I would be like, I'm not doing that. I know. I said I would, but I'm not doing it.
I know. I don't know what the hourly was. There's my Macy barking upstairs. Sorry, buddy. But so he gets there and he's like shaking and he's trying again and he's like, the key doesn't work. And it's me, my dad, Jess. We got Brando, and it was like the coldest day here. It was like 2 degrees outside.
Oh
and
my
we're
God!
in Manhattan, in between the skyscrapers with wind. The poor dog's like shaking, whatever. We're waiting, and my brother can't get in. And the guy goes, he's going to kill me for telling this story. So one of the kids is like, you sure? And he's like, hold on. He calls the landlord. He's like, hey, man, the key's not working. We just got the keys. And he's like, it should work. It's the right keys. So the kid, one of the helpers, looks up and he's like, bro, you're next door, aren't you? Isn't it 145? My brother was trying to jam. He was trying to basically break into his new neighbor's apartment building. So then we get up to the top of the stairs and he gets all the way in. And he goes to try to open the door to, there's 3 apartments on each floor. And he's trying to get in. And it's one of the other kid of the 2 kids goes, hey, bro, didn't you say your apartment number is like 5? Whatever. He tried to, not only did he try to get into the wrong apartment complex with the wrong key, he was trying to get his key into the door of this old lady that lives next to him on the day he was moving in. She opened up, she's like, what? And we're like, oh, sorry, wrong place.
Yeah, in New York, you'll get shot for that, too.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, what else? We got other fun stuff. You've been all fired up about this one I don't know if it's a website. It's the guy.
Twitter. No, Twitter guy.
Yeah.
That Super 70s guy, dude, is just so... You follow him on Twitter?
Yes, I follow him on everything. I think he's got an Instagram page, too.
Does he? Oh, my God, dude, he's a genius.
He is.
some of the stuff he comes up with.
So many baseball players follow him because he like speaks right to you guys.
Oh, I know he totally does. He totally does. Well, the one that I sent you, well, I sent you a couple, but the one that I sent you was one of the ones he recently posted with the skinny wiffle ball bat, you know, the yellow one, and then the red one, and his whole gist of it was like, hey, the kid was like, I want to use,
Yeah, these are two bats right there.
Those are the two bats. Yeah. And then he goes into whatever. Hey, it's always awkward moment. Yeah. And then Timmy, I want to use it. I want to use the yellow bat. Like, Timmy, that ship sailed.
No, he goes, motherfucker, you went 0 for 46 yesterday. The yellow bat is no longer an option for you. That is great. Because it's so cheating.
The yellow bat's no longer an option. You're using the big barreled red bat, and that's the only thing you're going to use. And it was just like, you had to use it for the kids that couldn't freaking
you had to give it to the kid who couldn't who couldn't tie their shoes. That's to use them.
You're 0 for 46, Tommy. You're using the red big barrel bat.
That was a really good one.
Oh my God! And the other one he said the other day, which is for you and me at our age.
Yes.
The one with the cord. He's got this like 50-foot cord. And
there it is.
And it was 50-foot cord. What's he say? What does he say there?
What does he say? He goes 50 feet. I'm about to be walking and talking all over this motherfucking house like a boss.
Oh my God! So funny.
When you got that cord, I mean, mothers were like ninjas back then. They could walk that thing through 3 rooms. It would look like Spider-Man cavern, and it would just get right back, right?
So true. And remember you'd like be talking to your girlfriend in 6th grade, 7th grade. You like, and you're wrapping yourself in the cord, or you're like walking in circles. My mom like, "What the hell you do?" I was like, "This 50-foot cord's unbelievable, Mom."
Or you pull into another room and slam the door so the cord's just hanging out of the room, so you can have privacy. Dude, you remember when you got my brother's biggest thing was like he begged for call waiting before he even begged for his own phone line. My dad was like, we're not paying for call waiting. We don't need, if we're talking to somebody, we don't need to be talking to somebody else. So we went like 4 or 5 years past most people having call waiting in our house. So you called, it was a busy signal for like a half a decade past when call waiting came out.
Busy signal. Dude, my mom still goes by that rule. Like, I'll call her, I'll be like, hey, and she doesn't answer, I'll hang up. She'll call me back like 10 minutes later. Hey, I was talking to Uncle Mike on the phone.
I get the same thing.
I don't click over. That's rude. I'm like, well, what the hell you have call waiting for? Just get the busy signal.
Yeah, exactly. Now, if you hear a busy signal, you want to like get in your car and see if the person's okay on the other side. Like, what is busy signal? Their house must be on fire or something. Oh man. Anyway, what else we got?
The new busy signal is now like, I think it even happened with us the other night. We were talking on the phone and my battery died or something. You're like, right. Case. And then I get, Case, you all right? I'm like, battery died, bro. I had to find a charger to plug in. You know what I mean? That's the new busy signal of 2022 is when your battery goes down.
No, next level. And you yell at me, Sean Casey, if there's one thing he really doesn't like about me, it's that my phone is always on Do Not Disturb.
Oh, it's so annoying, dude. Whenever I call Chinch, it goes right to voicemail. I'm like, okay, here we go. Like, Chinch is so big time. You got to call him twice. You got to call him twice to get through.
I'm keeping a tax man away, bro, you know? No, dude, I keep and so I got this new one now. Finally, I should have gotten a new phone like a year and a half ago, but I was like, screw you, I'm holding out. I'm not making you make me get one. And then a month later, it's the 12 goes to 14, and I have the old one again. I hate that crap. So I held out, and so now there's a big thing. Everything's on... like my notifications are all completely shut down. So Jess will scream down from upstairs. She's like, I just sent you 4 texts. And I'm like, I haven't hit the notification thing. So the only way for me to know if anybody's either called me or texted me is for me to like open my phone and look at all my missed calls and everything.
Oh, God. But dude, when you do get a new phone, it is a new.
Oh yeah, it's a new experience. They tried to put
You're like, when are my 40,000 photos going to download? What the hell's going on here? Like, exactly. Hey, go home and get it on your Wi-Fi. I'm like, yeah. And then 3 days later, my photos finally downloaded.
That's unbelievable. It's annoying. All right. First world problems, as we say.
I know, dude. Seriously.
Right. So what else were we doing here today? I found some fun stuff. What was the thing I found? Oh, these lists. This BuzzFeed, all those guys, they have all these lists, right?
Oh, yeah.
You said you don't do these. I do those all the time because I'm bored and weird. But it's basically these stupid tests. You take the quiz, and they tell you something about yourself, like as if they're right. I don't think they're always very accurate, but here. This one we're going to try with you right now.
All right.
There are only 4 types of people. Which one are you? Okay?
Oh, boy.
All right, pick a season. Spring, summer, fall, or winter.
Summer.
Summer. Okay, pick a food. Pizza, tacos, sushi, or pasta.
Pizza.
Okay. Pick an object. Phone, mug, shoe, water bottle.
Phone.
Don't be nervous.
I'm so nervous.
Pick something
to tell me I suck?
Okay, pick something. This is why these are great. Pick something to do right now. Eat, sleep, dance, relax.
Eat.
How many close friends do you have? 0 to 1, 2 to 3, 4 to 6, or 7 or more?
As I get older, I get less. Let me see. I'd say 4 to 6.
Okay. All right. Pick one thing to change about your life. This is deep. Living in a different home, having a different job, living in a different town, or getting a makeover.
Wait, I have to pick one of these?
Yeah, to change about your whole life. Different home, different job, different town, or get a makeover.
I wouldn't mind trying a different town at some point.
All right. You don't need a makeover. You're looking good. Do you feel like you're currently taking steps to reach one or more of these personal goals? Wow, this is getting deep.
This is getting deep, Chinch.
Yes, kind of, not really, or what goals?
All right.
You have personal goals right now. Are you currently taking steps
Yes.
to reach it? Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Yes.
You are extremely goal-oriented. Oh, all right, I found out who you are, okay? You ready?
Oh my God, who am I, Chinch?
You're the glue.
Yes.
It's a weird, sticky name, but it's very important. You hold a lot of things together in your own life and the lives of the people around you. Without you, everything would fall apart. You make things happen, often behind the scenes. You juggle a lot, and it's stressful, but you're very good at what you do. I think that's completely horseshit. I think you are great in a lot of those ways.
That's
but
bullshit. That's legit. I think that's right on the money.
No,
you don't know me behind the scenes, but I'm juggling everything.
You do, but you do.
Professor Juggler.
I know, but you have a team that works around you, and I'm not saying you pay for a team, but you have a great family. You have Uncle Chinch here doing stuff for you. No, but yeah, you're the glue. You make things happen.
You become the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most. I consider you one of those people. And I got some good people around me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That was a good one, right?
That was great, dude. That was great. The glue, baby. I knew it.
You want to do one more, or you want to save one for next week?
No, save for next week.
All right, good. All right, that was a success, though. We're going to do another
That was.
That was dark. That started getting weird. I was hoping it wasn't going to go into the...
Well, when you start talking about your feelings, you get all nervous about it. I don't know what to say here. They're going into feelings. Like, Dad!
All right, the other thing we're doing on this stupid Friday is...
Dude, I was gonna say, have you been watching, I was thinking about shows. Have you been watching Cobra Kai?
I can't believe I haven't watched a single episode yet.
Why, dude?
And Jess is from Brooklyn, Ralph Macchio from Brooklyn Kai.
Dude.
We've been waiting because here, this is what we're doing now.
Waiting for what? So season 4.
Just let me explain. Because first of all, we like to package things. Here, this is what happened. Years ago, somehow, some way, we got through like the entire series of Breaking Bad, and neither of us had seen it, and we never ever caught a spoiler ever. So we got to watch 6 seasons or however many they were on our own dime whenever we wanted to. So sometimes we try to wait and we formulate things differently. Perfect example, the Matrix movie is coming out.
Yeah.
We are not going to watch it until we rewatch 1, 2, and 3 before we and then watch the 4th one. Karate Kid, we definitely need to watch 1 again, even though we both probably know every word to it. But we just haven't gone to it. We got other stuff going on.
And 3, you might need to watch 3 too.
Oh, is that a fact?
I can't. I'm not. No spoilers here, but you should watch 3 too.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen them all. There's some good ones, some bad ones. I actually like part 2 wasn't that bad.
Well, when it first started, a couple years ago, was first on YouTube. Now it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
My daughter Jillian, I think, was 9 at the time, and I was like, oh, let's watch Cobra Kai together. Like, because initially it was like, Johnny's back.
Yeah.
And Ralph Macchio's kind of a tool. He's like this rich guy who owns a Cadillac dealership. Yeah. You're like, what? Johnny's still grinding. It's like role reversal, right? So you kind of like root for Johnny. But, but some of the teenage stuff, you're like, it's no big deal. So I'm with my 9-year-old daughter. Next thing you know, the teenagers are drinking this. And I'm like,
man.
And I'm like, maybe this is a bad dad moment, but Turns out she's almost 12 now, and I think I'm getting her back into it.
Nice.
Season 4. So,
Yeah.
but it's good, dude. It's great. You'd love it. You would love it.
We gotta watch that. What?
Yeah, because they do a great job of bringing the whole Karate Kid the 80s music too. The REO Speedwagon, freaking Burning Heart the other day. Johnny it's just good. It's good stuff.
Well, I'll give you a comp to that. Did you watch Stranger Things?
Oh my gosh, my daughter's
You haven't watched that, dude?
I watched the first season.
And you fell off.
Yeah.
You got to get back into it. But
I thought it was good. Yeah,
that's all the 80s music, all the music and all that stuff. That's where I love those. I love nostalgic music.
Okay, all right. You want to stay here with 80s?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie Ready Player One?
I don't know if I have.
Okay, punch yourself in the face right now because you haven't seen it. Just serious, I'm not kidding. Punch yourself right in the face. And here's the reason why, bro. This is where our world's going.
Okay.
I'm not kidding you. The world might be Ready Player One.
I'm looking at the thing here.
And it's Steven Spielberg, and Spielberg brings up all
I know what this is.
Dude,
it's really good.
You and Jess need to sit down before you do Karate Kid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all those, whatever you're doing, Return of the Jedi.
It's like a virtual reality life thing,
dude,
right?
It's like the Oculus, bro. It's like I'm not kidding you. You got to watch that movie, bro. Everyone should watch that movie. Ready Player One. You think it's a kid's movie, but now with my daughter Jillian, we've watched it 10 times. And she's like, Dad, what do you want to watch? I'm like, Ready Player One again.
Yes, that's great.
And because there's so many cool 80s themes in it, she doesn't get it, but like, Hall & Oates is all over it. There's so many good songs. But a lot of the Spielberg movies are in the movie.
Oh, I get it.
It's just cool, dude. You would love it.
All right, I want to see that.
Love it. Yeah.
That's good.
You'd love it.
All right, what else do we watch?
What about Yellowstone? You watch Yellowstone?
I haven't watched that. I've been locked
dude, I might have to be done with this front page Friday. You're tired out. What do you guys do? You and Jess are like, we're going to watch The Matrix 1, 2, and 3. And what about Yellowstone? What about Cobra Kai?
First of all, we are aficionados. We know everything about movies. We watch all the movies. We watch all these series, but we just watch them on our own time. We can't organize our time correctly enough. So, but everybody says Yellowstone. I've been watching Big Sky, which people are saying are very similar concepts. Yeah. But I don't know. I have to watch Yellowstone. We're close on that.
Costner goes to another level. It's like we all love Costner. All the unbelievable movies he's in. Roy Hobbs, The Natural, Dances with Wolves. All the great movies Costner's been in. Obviously, Field of Dreams.
Right.
But dude, now you have Costner every week for an hour.
Isn't that
so it's almost
awesome?
like, and he's so good. I met him one time when I was with the Red Sox in 08. Really nice guy. Came in the clubhouse.
Oh yeah.
Little dude though, bro. You think these guys are these big guys? No. A lot of these actors are little.
They
little
are my height or shorter usually.
Yeah, but really good. Really nice guy, but really good on this show. But the best character is this guy named Rip. That's my guy right there, bro. He's bringing like the cowboy back. He's just a total badass. Got the freaking cowboy hat, just like a cowboy. He's a cowboy. That's good. He's the opposite. He's the opposite of me and you probably too.
There's one we watch, which is the stupidest thing. It's called What We Do in the Shadows. It's season 2 just finished. It's the stupidest concept, but this is why it's so funny. It's basically a family of vampires that moves from like Transylvania or whatever, and they want to like stay low key, so they move to Staten Island, New York, which is like just makes no sense. And they barely speak English, and they're dressed in all like they'll walk to like the grocery store. And it's like a mockumentary. It's kind of like The Office, but like even more dumb. But they'll be like in a grocery store, and the guy's dressed like Dracula, and everybody's staring at him.
The fact that you're watching that, not Yellowstone, is telling me. Can I do that quiz on you? I want to find out who you are. I was going to say this guy's a total jackass who doesn't watch any of the good shows, but he watches the zombie theme on Staten Island.
That's not. It was vampires, not
vampires.
Zombies.
Same thing.
That's the other thing. I never watched your zombie show that you're really mad about. What is that one?
Which one was that?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, no, it's Sons of Anarchy. You're mad that
dude. Hey, bro, listen. At the end of the day, Sons of Anarchy might be the greatest.
My brother says that too. Better than
Sons of Anarchy. I think I got Sons of Anarchy over Breaking Bad. Yep.
Wow.
And listen, The Sopranos is really good.
Yeah.
I personally like Sons of Anarchy better. Just my personal opinion.
Wow.
Game of Thrones is awesome, but Sons of Anarchy was better.
Interesting. I gotta get into it. There's so much to get into with that. Though,
dude, right? Sons of Anarchy, you gotta watch Sons of Anarchy. All right. I've been telling my son Jake that for like freaking 3 years, but I don't know if that's good parenting either, because there's a lot of darkness. There's a lot of darkness in Sons of Anarchy. You gotta be in the right place. You gotta be in a good mind frame, because when you leave those shows, you're like, man, that was dark.
That's why we don't watch. We started watching Ozark. We got through like the first season. Have you watched Ozark?
Speaking of darkness, that's dark.
It gets to a certain point. Here's my other thing, like tear jerkers and things like that. Like I want to be entertained or scared, but whatever, but not like sad. I hate things that are sad. So like, which of course we always wind up. We watch like This Is Us. Have you watched This Is Us?
Yeah, that's good.
It's so good, but like there's certain times where you're like, this is devastating. This is what's happening to these people. It's horrible, and you feel so sad at the end. I hate the sadness. We're horror. You're not a horror guy, right? You get sad.
No, I hate horrors.
Really,
dude. Freddy Krueger, like that's the last I watched horror movies back then.
That genre now, The Conjuring.
Dude.
Oh my God.
My son Jake, he was into horror movies like in his teens or younger, like teens. And I'm like, dude, you guys are going to see The Conjuring. His daddy goes, it ruffled my feathers. I go, listen, I don't want to hear it. Don't come in our room. Don't say you can't go to bed. Don't turn on. Don't. I go, we're not watching these freaking horror movies if you can't go to bed at night. Nobody needs that crazy.
Well, so this is really funny. So the guy, Patrick Wilson, you've heard of him. If you haven't seen him, you know who he is if you Googled him. But he is in all of those movies. He's in The Conjuring. He's in, what else is he in? He's basically like, the way, what's her name was the Scream Queen, they used to call her. What's her name? What's her
Courtney
name?
Cox?
No, Scream Queen. No, that's the movie Scream. Scream. Jamie Lee Curtis, because she was in those horror movies. This guy's been in.
She's in Halloween.
Yeah. So yes, this guy's been in The Conjuring and all the Insidious movies, and they're all great. Harold Reynolds lives around the block from him. Like they live on the same block. So
are they friends?
Well, so last summer. I was showing, it was right before last summer, and it was one of those few days we were in the office back then. I was showing our buddy Rollback, I'm like, you got to watch this movie, this guy's whatever, and Harold comes out of his office and he goes, hey, that's my buddy right there. And I go, what? And he's like, Patrick, he lives around in my town, we hang out, like, whatever, and I'm like,
so aged.
I'm like, Harold, you don't, this guy is big time. He's made like 15, like, #1 movies. Every movie he does in horror is like hysterical. And he's like, oh, really? He's just a nice guy, whatever. I showed Harold how much money he was worth. This guy's worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
Hey, Harold's like, hey, that guy walks a dog by me.
No, they do. They walk the dogs. So one day last summer, me and Jess are home, and it was just a random day, and we were off, and we were having a couple pops, me and Jess, in the backyard. And Harold FaceTimes. He's like, hey, man, I got to show you something. I was like, what? And he gave the phone to this Patrick Wilson guy. And me and Jess are such big fans. I was like, oh, shit. I'm like, Jess, you got to meet this guy.
Come on. Wait, was he walking the dog?
They were walking their dogs together. I hang up the phone, and Harold's like, man, what is the matter with you? And I go, what? And he goes, you've been around celebrities. He's like, why you got all fanboy on him? He goes, you scared him. Because me and Jess are screaming that this random guy is friends with him.
Oh, my God.
But
oh my God, you need to clean it up.
I do. What else you got? You got other shows you watch? You've been yelling at me that I don't watch.
What Sons? Yeah, those are the ones I have for you.
Those are your main guys. All right.
Have you seen that? There's a buddy of mine, this guy Michael Nizu, young kid. He's like 27 years old. Great dude. Left our town. I used to hit with him. That's how I know him. Great guy. He did there's a movie on Amazon called Christmas is Canceled. You gotta watch it, bro.
Wait, I've heard of this. Somebody I know is in that.
Who?
I'm not kidding. Like one of my friend's daughters or something.
Are you serious, dude? Dude, it's a great movie. He's the bartender in the movie, then becomes like, the girl from the Goldbergs is in it. And then there's another famous actor in it. I can't remember his name, but Christmas is Canceled. Check it out. It's a really good movie. It's on Amazon.
That's amazing.
Amazon Prime.
Oh, all right. I gotta ask you. I gotta look up after and say the name to you.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. What else we got? This is fun.
What else we got, dude? I think the last thing we were talking about was high school jobs.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have a high school job that you worked? Like, you're like,
yeah,
hey,
well,
man.
Stupid me.
And did you have to work? Were your parents like, Chinch, you need to get a job?
No, here's what you get. My family grew up in Queens, and my family is hard working, honestly, frankly, like piss poor when they were younger people, and we wound up moving to like you said, when you would go to the school and everybody had the polos and shirts on. You told that story, and you're like, I need a polo shirt.
Table.
Yeah. And so I used to work. No, true story. I used to work at all the country clubs around my neighborhood that all my friends and their families belonged to. But irony,
Chinch, clean my clubs. Clean my clubs.
Yeah, no. But here's what I want to do. This is the irony of my entire career. I wanted to be a chef when I was a kid. Before Food Network or anything got popular, I wanted to be a chef, and I wound up becoming a pretty good cook. But so I would.
You don't say so yourself.
yeah, but like I learned how to cook from all these guys, like the head chefs from these 2 different country clubs I worked at. But this one year, I had to wait tables on one of the days, and I was not good at that. I was just not good at. I get nervous holding things. I can get shaky sometimes. Right. So like, you ever have to carry a tray of like drinks or something like that?
Yeah. You gotta lock it in.
I can't. I become nervous. So, oh my God, 2 stories. I'll tell this one's the best one. So we're doing a wedding, and weddings were the toughest because you got a whole 10 platers, whatever. Right. So I got this one table I had. I swear, I don't know for a fact, but I'm pretty certain it was a table of mob guys. I'm not kidding. Like every one of them, I could tell. Every one of them was packing, and it was them and their wives, and it was fun Italian type wedding. But I had this big table, and they were pounding beers, and I mean pounding. I spent more time going back to the bar and back. These guys must have each had 15, 20 beers, and I'm getting through the day, and I'm like, after the first one, I'm carrying trays of beers. It's the scariest thing for me. I get through the entire freaking wedding. There's like 10 minutes left. And I have 2 more, and I have 1 more tray. They get 1 more round, and I'm like, I did it.
This is why, because you said you did it.
One of the last 2, it's so, and you're idiot. I had them on, they were on opposite sides of the circular tray. And I just lift it up like this, and as I lift this one up, the entire pint right on the head of the biggest, scariest dude.
Oh my God, dude.
All over his suit. He stands up and he's like, God damn it. He's going like this. He's drying his gun in his holster of the beer I just poured.
Oh my God.
And I was like,
dude.
oh my God. Honestly, could not have been nicer. Still tipped me afterwards. But the next day I went in, I'm like, I can't. I'm the worst waiter in the world. I have a lot of respect for waiters and waitresses because it's you can. Plus,
so what happened? What did he say to you? Like,
he was the only one at the table that didn't really tip me, but he was like, "Don't worry about it. I saw what happened.
Yeah, because you tipped over a beer on him. He gave you a tip. Beer.
Here's a tip. You're fired.
Here's a tip. Don't play in traffic, kid. How's that sound?
Right. Yeah, that's the big one. That's my one main story about that. I don't know. What were your kids' jobs?
Well, besides the old, dude, one time, this is a good one. I wasn't even going to tell this story. I was going to tell another story, but this is a good one. I used to deliver the paper, bro. Did you ever deliver the paper?
No. But
okay, it's a legit pain. Yeah. Dude, so I have 2 stories. On Wednesdays, I used to deliver the stuffing. So like I'd come home Wednesday, I'm like in 7th grade. I'm like, shit, this is a lot of responsibility. It was the Pittsburgh Press too. So there was a Post-Gazette in the morning. The Press was in the afternoon. So come home after school and you have to stuff every paper. So I stuff every, and my route was 2 blocks away. So it wasn't like my block and the next block. I had to walk this freaking 2 blocks away. So I'm like, kind of a grind. So anyway, so one day I come home, I'm just playing the victim role. I'm pissed off. I got to do the papers. And I look at the stuffings. I'm like, I ain't doing that. So when I start doing on Wednesdays, instead of giving people the coupons and all that stuff, I'd put them down the sewer. So I'm like, and I don't know, dude. As only a 13-year-old jagoff would think.
Yeah,
like,
you think that just goes
down the sewer,
and it's like gone forever.
These people want their coupons.
Well,
Like if you only on Sean Casey's route are people not getting their freaking coupons.
Oh my!
Yeah. So cheers. I start
like borderline illegal.
Oh, dude. So listen, what I do, like. So for the next 2 months, I think it's a great idea. Just keep shoving these things down the freaking sewer. So I come home from school one day, 2 months later, freaking roads closed off. There's a huge bulldozer they're digging up the sewer because it's clogged.
Oh my God. Did you tell your parents?
And I look over, they look at me. It's kind of like, is that the kid? I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? Is everybody good? No, I never told my parents.
You never got?
Oh no. I never told my parents. I never told my parents.
Oh my!
I never told my parents. So listen to this. I had a little bit of a weight problem at the time. 13, having puberty. You know, I mean, just too much McDonald's. You know, what I mean, too many Snickers bars. So after that happened, I was like, I got to start doing the stuffings again, right? So sure enough, bro. So one day, I get the stuffings in, but this one paper takes off in the wind, goes freaking flying away. I'm like, what the hell? I go chase down, boom, I get it back. Now, so I have just enough papers, bro. If you're a paper route, you're like, sometimes you might get one or two extras, so you're good. Just enough papers. And there's this one dude on the route that Mr. Pressler, I'll never forget his name, Mr. Pressler. He's like, son, he's like, put my freaking paper in the milk box and ring the doorbell.
He was that guy.
Dude, I do it. Well, this guy, when I come around for tips, he gives me 10 cents.
No
10 cents
way.
tip. So I was like, this is ridiculous. So that day, bro, I'm like, I'm like, all right, who's going to get this paper that freaking went all over St. Clair? I had to go 7 different houses to get it back into one piece.
You put it back in different order and everything?
So I get the Mr. Presser's thing. It's crumped in a ball. Yes. And I just shove it in there, crumped in a ball, and I ring the doorbell. I ring the doorbell. Then I go deliver the house next to him. Now so I'm coming around the cul-de-sac. And as I'm coming around the cul-de-sac, I hear, hey, fat ass.
No, he said that. What a horrible old man.
I guess you could do that back in the 80s. He's like, hey, fat ass. I turn like, what? He's like, what's up with this? What's this? And he's like 85 years old. He wants to fight me. He's like, what's this? I'm like, and so I start crying. I'm like, you only tipped me 10 cents. You only tipped me 10 cents. And I was like,
what did he do?
He was like, get your shit together. I don't want this to ever happen again. And I'm like, I kept saying you only tipped me 10 cents.
As you're crying through your chubby tears.
Meanwhile, how about take some ownership? You can't do that to somebody clumping up.
I also can't believe that you were probably taking the same effort. That's what my parents used to say to me. Like, when you would cut corners, it's like you probably took the same or more effort to get those things crammed into the sewer as you could have just putting them into things, like figure out a way to put them in fast. That's what dumb boys do. I think that's a boy thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, boys will cheat their way into not having to do something, but take 3 times as long to cheat.
Or how about the cheat sheets in like high school? You got these like elaborate things that are laminated. They're on your thing. How about you just study? Or you just study.
Yeah, you work so hard on cheating, you wind up memorizing everything.
It's ridiculous.
Anyway.
Oh, my God, dude.
Oh, man. I wonder what that guy's family's doing right now. I wonder if they're watching you. That's a kid.
Probably not. Mr. Presser was 85. That means unless he's got stem cells or something like that, he's got to be 150 years old.
That's great. Oh, all right. Well, be careful this weekend, man. Don't go... do you tip your newspaper kid? You better.
Dude, that's why whenever the newspaper guy would come around, big tip. Always big tip. Here you go, bro. I feel your pain.
Yeah.
And bam, I feel your pain again. Here's another $20. Not 10 cents. $20.
You ever steal somebody else's newspaper outside of a hotel room?
I think I have done that, yeah.
When you really need to see something. Right?
USA Today, you're like,
it's always USA Today.
Dude, when I was playing all the time, that's where the stats were.
Right.
So I'd come back from I'd be going to breakfast in the morning. I look over. Some guy's got a USA Today. I'm like, I'll put it back when I'm done. I'm taking it to breakfast.
I think I shouldn't say this out loud. Screw it. I will.
Say it.
What's his name? Who's the switching? Oh, okay. I got it. I stole the USA Today the day before an All-Star game. And when I was going out to leave, it was Jose Ramirez's room. It was his first All-Star game. And I was like, oh, shit, I just stole Jose Ramirez's newspaper.
Thank you, Jose. For the USA Today.
I can only imagine. They probably
that rhymes. Thank you, Jose, for the USA Today.
Yeah, and meanwhile, they were on their way they were all on their way. The whole family was there because they were all on their way to the what's the thing you guys do, the pregame show, the red carpet show.
Oh, yeah.
So they're all dressed up, and I'm like, man, I bet this guy and his family wanted to probably save that newspaper. It was his first All-Star game. And I swiped it.
Oh, my God. They can go to the 7-Eleven if they really wanted it.
He's got enough bucks right now. He can buy it. All right.
All right, bro.
Okay, man. So next week, what do we got coming up? Ooh, good guess coming, right?
Oh yeah, we got next week. We got Curtis Granderson, man. Oh, it's gonna be good too. It's gonna be real good.
A lot of fun stuff.
Tune in. The Grandy man's got some good stories and some long years in the big leagues, and he's one of the smartest guys we've ever talked to.
Yeah, very much so. He can do whatever he wants. So we were lucky to have him on the show.
We can't wait to talk to him because he's smart.
Yeah. All right. And again, this one in particular, but everyone, you gotta watch. It's fun when you watch. We got stupid stuff on here and a lot of visuals. So you listen to us on Apple, Spotify, everywhere, and what else? Watch on YouTube.
I wouldn't say stupid stuff, Chinch. I'd say fun stuff.
Yes, fun. That's a great point. That's good.
And stupid.
That's why you're the CEO and I'm the producer. That's a great point.
No, it's great. If you catch us on YouTube, it's definitely a different experience. But keep catching us on Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, wherever you're finding your pods, and we really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe, download us, and leave us a review if you like what we're doing. Please leave us a good review. It helps us out big time.
Absolutely. All right, buddy. Have a great weekend.
Stay grateful, brother. Have a great weekend, my man. I get back in my sling now, dude. Chinch, support this week for the mayor's office is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming champions of the world. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped just launched their 4th-generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. You heard that right, the 4.0, baby. Join over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code THEMAYOR at manscaped.com. I tell you what, though, I love these things, Chinch. I've had Manscaped 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, and this is the 4.0. This one has a new sleek design. It's perfect for guys like me, though, dude. I'm one of the hairiest guys going.
That's a fact.
And that's the fact. And forever, man, forever, I've been looking for the best trimmers. Even going way back years when I was playing, I'd always nick myself up, cut myself as the worst. These trimmers right here, man, they are the best. They are the absolute best. Trims up my back, trims up my arm, the jewels, whatever it takes. Yeah. But this trimmer is the absolute best. The 4.0, the Lawnmower from Manscaped.
I can vouch for that. I know Sean wears a sweater 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and he needs this. He sent me one. I'm so psyched. I shave with it. That's how good it is. That's how tight
and it is. Chinch, I've tried every one you could try. Every clipper you could possibly buy, I've tried. Yeah. This by far is the best.
Yeah, Sean puts a clipper on it'll break the clippers, but not the Manscaped. Yeah. So
everyone should have this, bro. Everyone should have one of these.
They absolutely should. So here's how you get it, okay? You get 20% off and free shipping with the code THEMAYOR, right, Sean? The Mayor?
Yes.
At manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping, manscaped.com, and use the code THEMAYOR. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped, and you can look as clean as Casey does now. When he doesn't use a Manscaper, it's like Sasquatch. There's people call it cops. Unbelievable.
Lawnmower 4.0. Go get it. It's unbelievable, Chinch.
Do it.